It is 100 years ago that my friend Edgar Rothstein was born. May 14th, 1919, Brooklyn, New York. Here he is on his piano. And let's go show you a few photos of him here. This is a place he came up from Flushing, New York. And he said that he fell in love with the area. He was a woodshop teacher down in Flushing. I think Flushing High School. Living there in the 50s, when I was living there as a little boy. 1957, I guess he was there. Flushing, New York, off of Northern Boulevard, CROCHERON Avenue. Today he's 100 years old. Here he is on the day he turned 80. I took him out for breakfast. Edgar Rothstein. See? On his 80th birthday, 20 years ago today. That was May 14, 1999. He came to my gigs, you know, and he was a very good dancer. I even wrote him down here, 100 years to remember him by, you know. There he is, August 1998. I used to hang around with him a little bit. He was a piano player. And he had a song that was making a little money for him. I remember seeing a check that he had some royalties given to him. But here he is on his 80th birthday, 20 years ago, May 14th, 1999. There he is at home. And that is back in August 9th of 1998, Edgar. That's the street he found in 1955 that he built a house on, right there. Played piano, was a lovely man, 100 years old today. Edgar Rothstein. He passed away on April 2nd, 2006 in DELANCEY, New York, which he was being taken care of by a couple. There's the big Victorian house that he lived in on Route 10 in Hamden. I stayed there a bunch of times. The factories, tire throwout that we went to visit, photo by Edgar Rothstein on his 80th birthday. Well, you know, I'm telling you a lot about this guy because it's not every day somebody turns 100 years old. And he's 100 years old today on May 14, 2019. And I gotta tell you something, I'm gonna just remember him as best I can. Edgar Rothstein was a very good man. You know, he was in Hamden, New York for a long time. He came to my gigs. Here's one of them. Here's the day we met. See, these are dances I used to play at for people. But I know that the day I met him, I met a special person. I was always meeting new people up there. There we are. There's the minute we met on January 24th, 1998 at 7:15 p.m. Came over as I was tuning up my guitar. He told me he played piano. He was from down in Flushing by way of Brooklyn. He lived on CROCHERON Avenue, was a woodshop teacher. It either was at Flushing High or Aviation High School. And I knew all about the area, and he was very impressed with the guitar playing and the singing. So much that he wanted to just get to know me and hang around with him. And he said, anytime you're up in the area, just come in, don't worry about it. You know, I got a piano in my house up in the hills, and you could stay at the house on Route 10 if you want to. Don't worry about it. You got a place to stay. I know you're far away from home. You're visiting people up here. So he became a real good friend. And I want to just say, I'm so happy that I have him in my life as a friend all these years, you know. He just basically, I don't know. He basically, some people change your life, you know. And he was such a nice guy. He's up in heaven now, 100 years old. There he is, dancing to my music. Mr. Edgar Rothstein, 100 years old. May 14th, 1919. God bless him.